Then may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Rapid Racing League. It's been a Rapid Week podcast. I'm your host, the old man, Rapid Pajala. Joining me, a couple of newbies. Well, actually, no, Jishray's not a newbie. He joined us, and our resident Division 3 voice and my wonderful teammate at AlphaTauri Division 2 and the number one driver at AlphaTauri Division 2, Mickey SD Romulus. Boys, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers for having me.
Glad to have you on board. Just 2 seconds. Oh, I've closed the door so family can't see me. So, a lot to go through. Cahoot's got a better offer tonight, so he's not joining me on my normal man. And Jack's in somewhere in the middle of England training to become the next David Hasselhoff. So, good luck to him in that quest. And
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. And so we've got no one from Euro, so we're just going to go through all the Divi results, and then we'll just touch on last week's Jeddah, and then obviously we're going to look forward to, let's be honest, the best Formula One race on the planet all year. You might as well just close up the doors after Australia because no one gives a shit down here after that. Agree, boys?
100%. An actually decent timed race.
Oh, thank God for that.
I mean,
sorry?
to be fair, I was going to say, to be fair, Japan is also decently timed.
It is.
But, yeah, for a lot of us F1 fans, it's hard.
And for all our Euro fans that are going to tune in and listen to this, what a great announcement from F1 with Las Vegas next year, under lights, the strip, and they're all having a bitch that America's got 3 races. I mean, boys, come on, get a grip. Would you agree?
Oh, how many races do they have in Europe? I mean,
11. 11.
There you go.
They literally, in
I'd say
2020, they had 3 races in Italy.
Yep, exactly. And the thing is,
true.
and I put this post out, I said, you guys need to understand there's 320 million people in the US at the moment, right? That's current stats. If you added all the countries that actually have an F1 race now, only comes to 290 million.
Yeah.
Mate, there's more people in the US than all those countries. And they don't bitch and whinge that Italy's got 2 races. I think it's more the fact that they've got to get up early. Come and live in Australia for a year and then come and enjoy F1 when you get up at 4 o'clock every bloody second week to watch races. So, anyway, Mickey, hello to you. War Machine, hello, mate. Thanks for joining in on the podcast. Hope, did you race tonight in WRL? Or are you tomorrow? I think it might be tomorrow night for War Machine. So actually took some advice from him. So there you go. So look, tonight we're going to go through all the divisions. We're going to review Jeddah actually. We'll go through the Jeddah driver ratings because let's be honest, mate, I didn't have time to update these sheets. I've been out most. Robert Vorno in the chat. Vorno, how are you? Hope the training's going well, mate. And you're going to become the next David Hasselhoff. So it's a shame that Jack can't join us today because massive news. I don't know if you boys tuned in. But we actually won our first World Championship, Rapid Racing League. Did you hear that?
I
was
heard
tuned
whisperings.
Yes.
in. Watched the whole race. Vorno
Yes.
in the chat, I will say, was a big supporter. Shout out to him for sticking up for the boys when times were tough in the race.
That's it, exactly.
So, yeah, it was good. It was a good
But-
watch.
Absolutely. But to the ERC boys, thanks very much for resetting the lobby. But the boys got the day done and we become the world champs for FFG. I believe we're going to go into a relationship with those guys, become a partner league, which would be great news. But to Vorno, mate, thanks for all your hard work getting those teams together on a week-to-week basis. And, yeah, proof's in the pudding, mate. We are the number one league on the planet, I reckon. But anyway, I'm sure people will disagree with that. We don't have Yano up here, but anyway, we've got what we've got, so that's it. So let's go through and start off with the Divi 1 boys around Belgium. And wow, if you thought excitement, the last lap of this race was just ridiculous to watch. Betsy got the job done. Cahoot in the last corner. In the one thing I love about Belgium and all these European names, like they've got a corner. You've got Radion, Rouge, Camel Straight, Lacombe, Nansag Brest, as we like to call it. Pouon, Stavlo, and then the last corner is called. Do you know what? The chicane.
Bus.
The chicane.
Bus stop chicane.
It's called the chicane. It's not called the bus stop.
Wow.
Well,
it's not the bus stop.
It's not called the bus stop. It's just called the chicane. That's what it is.
Thought hard about that one.
That's it. They did. They come up. That was just imaginary thing. What we were saying in the thing, Vorno and I were saying the sauce that you put on la dog, that you put in the la bun. That's where it is. Vorno, how are you, mate?
Not too bad, boys. How we doing?
Congratulations, mate, on
good.
Saturday's big result, mate. We were just talking about it. The boys got the job done over ERC. What was the final score, if you don't mind me asking?
I didn't get a final score, but I did get a message from him saying, "I don't think I needed to tell you, but yeah, you won by a country mile."
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But if
That's what
they
we
didn't
like to
restart it, anyway, but they did. And it was good to see that all the boys in their wonderful Rapid Racing League livery, except for
Yep.
Cahoot. What was with Cahoot?
He's broken.
He's broken. Mind you, it was four. He's washed. Now, in his defence, mate, he gets up at 4 a.m. to race. I mean, that takes some friggin' courage. Let's be
Even
honest.
more impressive was apparently he was on a night out before this race. So
He was, yeah.
he was on the
Literally,
sauce,
I rang
and
him. I rang him, and he was in the car with Jade on the way back to the house. Got into the lobby 2 minutes before it went.
So,
All I heard was Jade down the phone saying, "No, you can't have him." It's like,
thanks, Jade. We really appreciate it. So, Betsy, Cahoot, Rubric. If you haven't seen the Division 1 replay, that last lap was just... The best way to describe it was absolutely ridiculously phenomenal. Hey, I think... Did you see Yuki to give his commentary? Did you see that? Our special Japanese commentator. Did you see that, Jack?
I did indeed. Yeah, it was brilliant. I think it went very well with the part.
It did. So, so we had Yuki get those last two passes were just ridiculous, but Cahoot to get it through. So Betsy, another win, good for him. So if we take a look at the standings, and the one and only Mr. Noodles leads the championship going into the 2-week break for Australia. I know that the Euro boys, Jack, you continue on, but we are on a 2-week break for the Australian Grand Prix because it's going to take us a week to build up to it and a week to get over it, the amount of alcohol apparently we're going to consume. So,
I'm driving, so I can't drink.
Yeah, exactly. I'm driving on one of the 2 nights.
Well, no,
probably-
they say you're not allowed to drink and drive, but they've never said anything about driving and drinking.
No, sorry, mate. You are right, but in Australia, it's you can't drink and drive. But if you drink and drive and get away with it, you're a bloody legend. That's it. So
fair play.
that's it. Don't drink and drive, but if you drink and drive and get away with it, you're a bloody legend. Anyway, Noodles leads Cahoot, Betsy in third, which is solid result for him with that win, and Relic. So the Red Bulls. Geez, I tell you what, running down into constructors, I mean, there's a lot to play for, but Josie needs to get on his bike because Cahoot's basically carrying the team. But the Red Bull boys, Betsy and Relic, really work well. Would you agree, boys?
Oh,
100%.
undeniably.
Yeah.
Yep.
They
Their
do.
work in Austria the other week was impressive as hell to hold everybody off for as long as they did.
Yeah.
And yeah.
They work well.
Yep.
And Rubric with his third straight podium. So he's absolutely finding some form at the right time, moves into fifth. I know you'd love to be a couple of paces up on the grid, but when you lead with 7 or 8 lap old Reds, we're going to get swamped at the very end. Mercedes coming in third, so Noodles and Watto starting to get some points together into third. So moving on to the multiplayer championship, Jackie, maybe you might be able to run us through, but I'd pretty much say it's a lock and dice for Rapid Daz to win the championship for the MPC. You'd agree?
Yeah, I think he had the chance to win it on Monday. I think he might have pretty much done it. If not, it will be pretty much confirmed this Monday as Kitch is, or tomorrow, sorry, as Kitch. Sorry, hang on, I have a van going past me. Really bad timing. Yeah, I think he's pretty much confirmed to do it because Kitch took part in our Grid Finder Invitational event with Kahoot on Monday.
Mhm.
And Daz won the race by 32 seconds, I think it was.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
So it was a close race for him.
It was, yeah. Yeah, him and
Um,
Daylight.
Yeah, but I think with Kitch not racing tomorrow, I think he's got the chance. I think he's basically going to confirm it tomorrow, so long as he keeps it on track.
And that'll be his is that back to back for the NPC for Daz?
No, he did Division 1 last season.
Yep.
NPC will be this season.
Kimmy
he's also
won
going to Div
NPC, didn't he?
1. Kimmy, yes,
Yes,
he did.
that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So another one for Daz, another championship. So Rapid Con came second and Welshie in P3, so that's good to see. So if we take a look at the results, yeah, he's definitely got a massive lead. He either wins or comes second, pretty much. That's all I can
God
say. at
damn.
It's a
Whoa.
pretty good. It is a pretty good record when you look at it. It's mind-boggling what he's been able to achieve. So good on to him. But yeah, interesting to see if he wraps it up tomorrow. Where are you guys this week?
Imola, I think.
Imola.
Hang on.
Okay.
No, Portimao.
Portimao.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, right here. And I know we are on a 2-week break, so when we come back after the Australian Grand Prix, I believe we are. Where are we?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to go there either. So.
No, the home of Amsterdam drugs and orange flares, I think, is about what it's renowned for at the moment, isn't it? So,
I like the track.
oh, mate, it's a fucking go-kart track. That's what it actually is. Like, it literally is a go-kart track. It's impossible to overtake. It's, yeah, look, let's be honest. It's only on the circuit because of Max Verstappen. And once he leaves, I reckon they'll get rid of it just as fast as it gets on there. Agree or disagree?
I
Agree.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Jack,
But
what
when
do
you
you
actually
think?
think about it, Max Verstappen, he ain't even Dutch.
No,
Technically, no.
Belgian.
No, isn't he
Isn't he
Belgian? He's Belgian,
Half
yeah.
Dutch, half
Belgium.
Belgium or something like that?
Yeah, he's half, yeah.
He's
He was
half.
born in Belgium. All of his family are Belgium on his mother's side, other than Jos Verstappen. So
Okay.
technically, he's only half, but his blood, he actually was born in Belgium.
Right.
Is that
Racing
right?
under the wrong flag.
Technically, he's got 2 home Grand Prix.
Wow. Bloody hell. There you go. So, well, they'll claim him his own anyway, but anyway, it is what it is. Good on him. So the Euro boys in Div 1, Mexico, Daz, another one. Another day, another win. Mate, he racks. I don't know what comes quicker, Daz's wins or your penalties, Jack. I reckon it's a toss of a coin, isn't it, for the boys for Div 1. So Daz wins, Morris comes second. You notice how he shut up then, boys?
Yep. It's pure silence. Yep.
I've never heard Jack so quiet in my life. So Daz first, Morris in second, and how do you pronounce it, Jack? Lazenweber? Is it? I think we've actually lost
Lanzenweber?
Lanzenweber. I think we've actually lost him. That's why he's so silent.
You've heard him.
I've heard
You've
him.
heard him.
Oh, come back, Jack. I'll bring the Jack. I can't live without you moment again if you like, mate. I'm pretty sure I've got.
Sorry,
Don't.
I'm just in a shop quickly.
Oh, he's just in a shop.
I'll
Oh,
let
you
you
know,
this one done.
are you in a shop at the moment? Wouldn't you just love to just get an announcement like opening Pornhub, opening Pornhub? Oh shit! There you go. And Daz at the moment with the Euro boys is well and truly he's 205 to 179 with Kimmy going into. So you've only got 4 rounds to go. So Portimao actually is your next race, and unless Kimmy gets something going, it could be. What are you laughing about now? Huh? I don't know.
Yes.
Seriously. Anyway, but yeah, look, good luck to those boys. He's fucking. Oh, he's on a different level, Jack, isn't he? Sometimes, different level. On to Australian Div 2 and Rapid Sways in Belgium. Congratulations, mate. on your first and only win in Division 2 as you fuck off back to Div 1. that's it. With the best of intentions, mate, you come back, you've got form, now go back to where you belong and never come back. Nah, well done to Swayze. It was a good win by him, wasn't it, SD?
Oh, yeah, it was. I mean, to be fair, it makes it seem like, well, pretty much even, I'd say. Like, I reckon that's more how quick I can be at certain points. But,
Yes.
I'm just trying to remember the race. But, like, basically, yeah, it was like I was third on the last lap, and then, or second, was leading, and then dropped down to third because Rilo and Swayze were just so much quicker with more ERS and better condition tyres than me. So,
No, fair enough.
The battle at the end of that race was superb to watch. Yep, you three going at it, so it was
good to be
to
part
see.
of.
Nice podium by you, my man, the number 1 driver at AlphaTauri Division 2. Congratulations, mate. So, and
Thank
then
you.
Rilo, another podium for the Haas boys. Geez, I tell you what, they are going to be hard to beat. Let's be honest. They are going to be hard to beat in this Constructors with him and Harry. They are in some rare form, the two of those boys, and if they can get it together. But look at my man, leading the championship by 2 points.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's honestly, I thought, given I've had out of the 11 races we've had, I've had how many podiums? I think about 6 maybe.
yeah.
And like it wasn't the win in Portugal that made me lead the drivers. It was just 2 consecutive. Oh, hang on, no, because I'm DNF'd in Belgium. Sorry, Britain.
Yeah.
It's just like 3 third places, and all those podiums have just got me here. So I personally think I'm lucky.
Well, it'd be if you take a look at Constructors. I mean, the boys from Haas, mate, they are certainly dominating. I reckon if you had a better wingman, you might be a bit further up the table. He's shit. Your number 2 driver,
Hey.
absolute shit. Let's
My
be honest.
wingman, every
that's
single time I've retired, every single time I've crashed out, my wingman has been in the points.
That's it.
And he's been finishing high in the points. He finished 5th when I DNF one race, and then
So, that's it. So you know what that
Let's make it
means?
up.
You need to fucking DNF more so I can get some points.
yeah, I mean it's podium or DNF for me.
But
then
that's
again,
it
there's
exactly.
2
I am the Chrissy. I am the Chrissy of Division 2. I either point or I crash. So that's it. But if you do remember, boys, let me take you down memory lane. If you remember last year we did Hungary and we the famous Kahoot safety car restart. Do you remember that, Jack? He's not there. Is Jack there?
He did join, but
Yes,
did.
yeah,
He's
I am
it.
here,
He's
I am
there,
here.
yeah.
You do remember the very famous Kahoot restart, Jack, don't you? And become world famous because the week after we were introduced to Kahoot's engineer. Well, fair to say in Division 2 in Hungary, behind safety cars, one winter actually decided to do, and funny enough, actually Kahoot called it a Jackos. But it's not a Jackos, it's a Kahoot. He can say what he likes. But anyway, look, I've done this little report, and you know what? We may get copy strike for this, but fuck it, it'll be funny. So tune in, boys, because we're going to watch Winter and how he handles a safety car. Tune in, boys. It's up on the screen right now. Enjoyed the last 5 laps. It's been a good race
No worries, mate. Get yourself in the stream and enjoy yourself.
I will, mate. See you, boys. Catch ya.
Alright, see you, go. Yep, Remedy's showing his love as well. Good on him. This is Mrs. Cahoots back in the chat. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, no, what's up?
That's pretty funny, I reckon.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the best ones so far.
I have to say, the
Hey?
more I look back on that race,
Yes.
the more I go, how the fuck were there 10 finishes or more in that race?
Absolutely.
Because that was treacherous.
That was treacherous, it was. But don't worry, Winter. We're going to play that for you time and time again over the season. Every time we have a safety car, Div 2, that's going to come out, mate. So you can remember that. We might even play it
How
on
are
the
you
air.
not getting copyrighted for all of these? John?
Don't ask me, mate. Don't ask me. Just tell Maddie. Just don't upload it to YouTube. was seriously unbelievable.
Enjoy the last.
Oh no, I'm not going to do it again. I'll do it later. So back to Divi 2, and the other big turning point. Loco got his first points for Ferrari, so it's
He
not.
did crash, but he still managed to
But,
finish
he's
within
but he
the
was
75%.
classified, so he got
Yeah.
the points. So well done to Loco for his first points of the season. On to the Euro boys in Div 2, and it was the key worker who's basically, let's be honest, he's wrapped this championship up. He's been amazing in Div 2, Jack. HP Vanity and Quickmeister, who has been pretty fast and quick every time I've watched him. He lacks a bit of consistency. Would you agree with that, Jack?
Yeah. He was racing in obviously we had Vanity that was in Div 1 and stepped down to Division 2 because we found it a bit too competitive, I think, with the pace that we've got in there. And we like to keep people happy.
True.
It's definitely close though, and it's an incredible battle to watch throughout the season.
Yep, absolutely. So at the moment, Key Worker leads by 53 points with 4 rounds to go, and you'd probably expect him to probably hang on from there. Well, I would. I mean, we call it a key worker. In Wales, they call it an escort, but you do whatever you like. Lucas in second and Faf in third. So Mr. Faf, Super Faf on 147. So good luck to the boys for the rest of the season. On to Divi 3. This is SD's boys, and in the commentary box with me tonight, just rolling along just like it's just another day in the office. Jishway on top of the podium for the Haas boys. Congratulations, mate. Another fine win by you, mate.
It was a tough one.
It was?
It was really. Well, Jeff put me on hards. I requested soft, and Jeff went, "Nope. Here's a set of hards for you. Get to the end of the race. Good luck." Yep. Yeah. And so I had to hold off Kangaroo on fresh softs at the end. It was a really good battle. It was really fun. So yeah, lucky to bring that one home. I think honestly on the hards. So
There you go. In the commentary box for you, mate, what was it like to watch SD? Pretty good racing.
Oh, it was fantastic. Honestly, like there was a lot of really close racing, and that final few laps, sorry, they were quite wild. Again, just with the hards and how he got away was absolutely mind-boggling. I really enjoyed just seeing him because again, you think, okay, you're on hard tires, that's a bit of a death sentence, especially when it's a sprint race, like a 3-lap sprint. But no, he just pulled that gap and he just kept on going and he kept on going, and it was just amazing stuff to watch. So
There's a word for it, don't you? Sandbagging. That's what it's called.
I'm getting punted out of Div 3.
Oh, mate, let's be honest, mate. You've booked your ticket to Div 2 a long time ago. Just sit there and enjoy what you're doing at the moment because, you'll be in Div 2 next season, mate. You will be in Div 2 without doubt.
in the Haas too.
In the Haas as well. We'll
I
make
can't
sure.
escape that car.
Yeah, you got to get that. So Kangaroo as well. But I do apologise. Top Racing was one of our reserves for Div 3, Div 4. Stepped in and got himself a podium. So he probably won't be going back to Div 4 if you keep doing that in Div 3. But unfortunately, our resident Greek sushi lover Noodles hasn't bloody updated the results. So I've got no clue how the championship's leading.
I know it's Jush and Kanga for 1-2 still. I know those two are still a 1-2, but I think Crunchy didn't finish, but Urban did, so Urban would be third.
Noodles is just basking in his glory of winning Hungary for too long. Get on your job, mate, and start doing an admin job and get the goddamn results back up.
Let me
Not that
quickly
I'm
check
counting, but
Oh,
I'm
mate, I've
18
checked.
points ahead of Kanga.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he's
Not that I'm counting.
not on
Not
McCounting.
counting.
Not on McCounting. So on to Div 3, and we know that our resident Matty Rapid Hendo always keeps the scores up to date. But Lukey Allslop, another win from him. He's having a great season, Jack. Jack.
Oh. He's
Hello,
not
sorry,
there.
sorry. I'm here.
Lukey also.
Sorry. I'm
Lukey
going to have
also.
to shoot off in a minute because I've got my assessment for my...
Well, you go and do what you need to do, mate. Jump off, mate. It's nice been having you. Enjoy the rest of your training, becoming the next David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, good
We'll
luck,
see
man.
David
you.
Hasselhoff if they allow him to have a bow and arrow and a gun.
Yeah, well, exactly. So enjoy that.
For some reason, I think it's a good idea to allow me to have an arms license.
Well, it's not, but anyway, someone will give it to you. But look, you go away, enjoy, mate. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll catch up with
I
you
will
in
do.
the next
Thank you
couple of
very
weeks, mate. Talk to you soon, bud.
You will indeed.
Catch you, bud.
I will be about on hopefully Tuesday morning for commentary. I should be about, but I will let you know.
Mate, you go and commentate to your heart's content because none of us will be around.
Oh shit, yeah.
You can
Start
commentate.
a podcast.
You can go live on Rapid Racing League. There'll be no race, but that's okay. We won't be racing. I reckon we just do some fucking, I don't know, some FIFA or some shit. That's a fuck around.
Wreckfest.
Wreckfest.
There you go.
There we go. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate you
Some
joining.
PUBG.
That's
In a
it.
bit, guys. Have a good one. Take it
You
easy.
too, mate.
You too,
See you,
mate.
mate.
Have a good
Catch
one,
ya.
mate.
Bye-bye.
So on the Div 3, thanks, Jack. Luke Alsop, I think, is pretty much with a 46-point lead, has all but wrapped that up with 4 rounds to go. I know mathematically ZC needs to, but he needs to start getting some results. AMG Vader sitting there in 3rd. But from that, and then to Jishua, the man, the myth, the legend of commentary, with the one and only Frizy in Div 4. The Fizz. Is that how you pronounce it? Fizz? Is it Fizz? Is that how it's pronounced?
Izzy Fizzy?
Is he Fizzy? Is he Fizz?
Oh,
not
Flexo. Oh,
Flexo.
yeah.
Flexo
yeah,
won
no,
it.
he did really well.
Did
Yeah.
well. And to Phoenix, I saw that last corner. I mean, Phoenix technically got him overrun, but he got him on penalties. And Izzy Fizzy rolled out the podiums. How's the Div 4 crew going anyway? Going good?
Really impressive. Really
Yep.
impressive. The racing's, had been superb, to be honest, considering it is Div 4. And you'd expect a little more carnage, to be honest. They've been good. They've been really
Beautiful.
good. So, yeah, a bit
Promising
unlucky on the
start
last
then.
lap when 3 people got taken out for a Rouge, but it was
Oh.
wet. And so Rouge, go figure. So everybody's
Yeah.
pushing hard last lap. But
It is
no,
diff-
it's been really good.
We did dub it this week the Div 2 Cemetery. So it was
Yeah.
ridiculous, the amount of it. But look, and also a big shout out to my good mate Kirko with a single point. We always love to see Kirko with the points, don't we, SD? It's nice to see him up there. Battles hard, and he's obviously found in place with his good mate Goffey. And a big shout out to the WRL boys. I know that they're currently racing Div 1 at the moment. I tried to get a sneaky race in tomorrow, but Goffey won't let me race Div 2. So anyway, that's it. So the Div 4s, and unfortunately, Joshy hasn't done that. So anyway, let's go over to Yano for his overtakes of the week. Let's take a look and see what Yano's got in the box. Over to you, Yano. Hello and welcome to Yano's overtakes of the week.
Rubric there.
No, did he?
It's minor though.
Well, he's going to have to drive out.
He has, and Kitchi
Is he
on the
gonna send
outside.
it to the
Give it
outside?
room on the outside. Kitchi on the inside here. The turn
just
4.
get it done.
Oh, this is great passing. That is a ridiculous overtake by Kitchi. That is send
What
that
a
to Yano.
move.
Send
What, straight
that
away.
to Yano. What a move, Kitchi.
Brilliant.
Next up on the road.
In terms of to do with fuel, but eyes on Karuda here on Cottier. DRS is open. Cottier has nothing.
And Winter's got Sways, sorry.
Sways. But eyes on Karuda going inside of Cottier.
He's got the jot out.
Done.
Aston moves up.
Easy
Start.
right.
Oh, it's a bit tacky on the exit there.
Disruption in this race. Again, don't know what's causing the yellow flag, but we do have a yellow flag in Sector 2 from McNeil's, potentially losing it. And AMG Hamilton and Jish are alongside each other going into Turn 3. Who will break later? AMG Hamilton breaks a little bit later, and they give each other very little room, but just enough to cause...
And with these two
Is
battling
Top Life going to have a race? Going to have to go down here. He is. He's going to have a look.
down the inside, no. I mean, Izzy Fizzy defending like an absolute champion. But here comes Top Racing. Oh my god, are they actually going to go side by side here? And, and Top Racing makes the move up in the P2 here. So that is now huge. Clapper is 6 instead of a 6
Yeah, I think Kimmy has kept himself just inside the RS range for... Oh no, the Alfa Romeo didn't get it.
Here he goes.
So here he comes. He's going to go past the Alfa Romeo, and then he's going to have all of Sector 1 and the beginning of Sector 2 to stay within Kimmy's DRS as well. And there goes Kitch. Kitch has done it. He's gone in.
He has. Here comes
Snaps the soft. That's going to
Max
be
having to
quite
go
a
round
stint.
the outside. He's going to have the inside in turn 2 though. He's got it done. Max into P4.
Quiet race so far. He's managed to steadily gain the positions where needed. has managed to avoid penalties. Andy H and Mansell are still battling for the last podium place. Mansell on those soft tyres will be feeling the effects of the tyre wear around here. The tyre wear isn't terribly generous here. Andy goes past him before the braking zone here, but will Mansell brake later? No, he's far behind Andy H in the braking zone, but he does have a second chance.
Actually struggling. And what's JTM thinking? Is he going to get the move done on Gruder? Gruder actually cuts him off
Which is fair enough. He
on
made
the
his
uphill
move.
section.
Oh,
But JTM goes for
down the inside.
Oh, what an overtake. And Mano now with a piece of it.
Yep, so
Move done here.
those wet
So the-
tyres will come into play. But
You had one lap
Those softs,
in,
yeah.
and Supra might be looking to gain on the inside as we go
Ooh,
through.
Supra needs to be careful
Oh,
there.
Supra.
Oh, they're. Oh,
Oh, this
Oh,
is.
they are-
Oh.
That's pushed.
How'd they
Hartley
get
is-
through that alive?
Oh,
He's pushed him off and then a bump
Swayze's
happened
just
as
giving
well.
him a bit of a tap, and Hartwig on the. Oh, look, these guys are playing bumper cars. Hartwig has got the position back. Would you believe it?
How did they all
might be in
survive
trouble
that?
for that
Oh,
one, I'm gonna be
wow.
honest.
Because it's Div 1. That's why.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly. Any other
His
div.
arms are getting tired. Anybody could have an issue. Your right foot, left foot.
It
has
is a
just some
demanding
sort of a
track
slight
here.
human arrow.
It is a demanding track. You don't feel like it is because you see the straights and
Here comes Kimmy. Here comes Kimmy. He's gonna make a move on the left.
he's gone deep. Very, very deep. He's made it stick. Great.
Jump back on board with Quickmeister, who is going to come under attack here by Bob Dylan, I think, and I think he's not going to be able to do much about it. Is Bob going to send it around the outside? He is. Oh, just kept it on track. Oh, the switchback of dreams for Quickmeister. Oh, there's a bit of contact, but I think he knew that was going to come, so he did back off a little bit then. 2 Alpha Tauris then, sitting very pretty in P4 and
I
5.
think the same thing as well. Top Racing Life is T3 OCE, so
He's shown promise tonight too. He's shown a lot of
Yeah.
pace. So,
I-
yeah, he's looked good.
oh,
Speaking of, everybody's getting involved now.
now
This is
we
gonna
got a
make-
bit of a race
Ooh,
happening
this is gonna
here,
get
ladies.
messy.
Oh,
Oh
Top
yeah,
Racing.
had to pull out of that one.
Oh, excellent camera work. I give crap about that Coda.
Dishway and Cargamer are going to have to hold each other up there, as Dishway and Cargamer both brake pretty late. Cargamer on the soft compound tyre, having a particularly good getaway there, and is right next to him as McNeils retires in the pit lane. And that leaves Clappy to be the last of the runners, as we see Andy H and Cargamer exchange positions on the outside there. Brilliant move by Cargamer.
get on that curb. Don't touch that curb, son.
He did. It's going to be possibly a 3 wide here. Doesn't.
You don't need to
JTM
make it
is
3 wide. You
looking.
don't need to make it. He
Oh,
does.
but they
It's
are.
a double overtake.
But
Is
and
that a double?
JTM. Oh, you get. I think. Riley back in front.
Oh, JTM's gone deep. Oxy's fighting as well.
He's got the better grip. The inside of the outside, almost equal. Riley says no. I am taking this
What a
position.
move. What a racing. Great racing there. by
But this is
Oxy
not done
Riley.
yet. JTM and Oxy. Who's getting the move? JTM
JTM
does.
gets it done.
Well, there you go, boys. Jarno's overtakes of the week for Hungary and the United States for Europe. So thank you very much for that, Jarno. You can go back to Kimmy and jump on the yacht and eat ice creams and Victoria's Secret models for the next 2 weeks while you have a break. He's had enough. He's had enough, Jarno. He said, no, stuff it on a holiday.
Yep,
So,
well earned, well
yeah,
earned.
well earned for Jarno. So we'll see him in 2 weeks. Joining us in the commentary booth, Mr. the man with the greatest internet in history, Mr. War Machine, mate. How are you tonight?
It's improved. If you look back at some of the races, then you would know what it was like.
Yep.
But otherwise, it has improved over the last season.
It has. It actually has, War. I will give that to you. And you're enjoying yourself down in Div 4 now?
I mean, I should be able to because I know I do have the place for Div 3, but it's with Kanga and stuff. I don't think I have a chance with him at all. So
No one has a chance. Look, we said that before. Jishway, in words, it's called. What do we call it? What do we call it again? Sandbagging. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he'll enjoy his time down here and then off to Div 2 for him. So into review, let's take a look at Jeddah. We had a few guys going through. To you boys, I know Noodles isn't here, but we'll just go through the responses. Who was your driver of the day, boys? Start with you, SD.
Is this based off the recorded response? 'Cause I did send something through.
Yes, you did resend, so you can say what you said if you wanted to.
I actually forgot who it was, if I'm going to be honest, 'cause I put it in, and the race hasn't been on my mind because I've just been busy with other things. But
Do you like do you like Lewis Hamilton?
I'm indifferent.
Well, then you went for Max Verstappen. Okay. So Max Verstappen got 75% of the votes. I believe Max was driver of the day in Jeddah. That's me. So SD, what did you went for Max Verstappen, obviously.
I mean, personally, looking back on the race, I don't think he did really well to get that win, but I don't think he was driver of the day.
There's
personally.
there's someone honestly with these responses is just wants to have babies with Kevin Magnussen.
I put K Mag up.
You put K Mag. You're the one.
I put K Mag. Yeah, I put K Mag.
K Mag finished. SD Romulus. K Mag finishes 18th and bombs out with a 3-car race turn 1. Who's your driver of the day, Mickey? K Mag.
Yeah, Antonio.
Antonio Giovinazzi. Unbelievable. I tell you what, one of my predictions on WTFM, I predicted that the Piastri would outscore Mazepin. All I need him to do is get a race. So
Yeah.
be good. What about you, War Machine? What do you reckon your driver of the day was for Jeddah?
Is this on Jeddah?
Jeddah.
Yeah, the real race. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Hang on. I wouldn't. Max did a good race, but he's not much. I don't like him as much, but I would say. Where did the Ferraris finish?
Second and third.
Second and third.
Yeah. Leclerc second, Sainz third.
Yeah, okay, then I'll go for Leclerc maybe.
Fair enough. Then.
Can I
Yes.
add? Perez was robbed. He
Oh.
had
He
a
was.
really good pole lap.
Got a feel for him, eh?
Yeah,
Like,
Pitted
safety
one
car.
box too late.
Yep.
Pitted
got
one
bluffed
box-
into it
Mhm.
by the Ferraris and took the bait and
Yep.
hook, line and sinker. Unlucky.
Exactly.
And then
And what-
go Tiffy back at his old tricks.
That's it. What about you, Jish? What do you reckon?
I'd love to say Max, but I think like one of the lower
I do
tier
like
drivers probably deserve it a little more.
Max there,
It's hard to pick between Norris and Ocon, to be honest. Probably Ocon. He had a really good race,
You did?
to be
You
honest.
did.
I mean,
That was good to see
look
the
where he
battle.
finished.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
But
Good to see the battle. Yep.
I think Qatar was probably my favourite one with Lewis Hamilton, I think.
Yeah, no, he was
Well, yeah,
actually
that was a
good.
dominant
man
win from him.
was
He had a clean race
flying
there.
Yeah, he did.
The whole-
Absolutely. True.
So you're with Max as well, aren't you, Pajal?
Oh, Max, of course.
Yep, yep,
Absolutely.
yep,
Yeah. Red Bull falling through. Onto the driver ratings out of 10. Now, unfortunately, Noodles isn't here, so he can't keep a score of it. So we'll just skip over that. Because let's do it. Okay, we'll do it out of 10, even though we're not going to bloody score him. But anyway, right. Out of 10, Lewis Hamilton.
4.
4.
Bruh. Get it.
Jesus Christ.
He had a. Oh well, actually no. Now I think about it, maybe 5 or 6. Only because he was rubbish and his qualifying just wasn't there for whatever reason. But in the race itself, he was actually doing all right. And before the safety car happened after Ricardo and Alonso DNF'd, he was in 6th.
True.
Yeah.
So
He was an exceptional drive, really.
And if it
Yeah.
hadn't been the safety car, the virtual Daniel Ricciardo blocked the pit lane, he might have boxed under that. I am giving him a 6. Jishway?
Yeah, I'll give him a 7. I think
War
his
Machine.
racecraft was exceptional.
Well, we're talking about Ricardo or Hamilton.
no, it's Hamilton.
Hamilton.
What's
Hamilton in Jeddah,
out of 10?
7 or 8? I don't know.
There we go. 7.
Something like
And
Seven, yep.
everyone in the sponsor said is 6. George Russell.
8.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
There was actually
Yeah,
a
I'll
good
agree
race
with
by
that,
him. War Machine.
that. What?
George Russell.
George Russell's rating.
Oh, Russell's, okay.
Yeah, we're going through all the drivers. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 7 as well. I mean, he
7?
did have a good season, but
Yep.
Yeah,
So Russell,
oh.
two people went with 8 there.
Just a shame he wasn't in the right car for maybe the championship or something.
Someone's literally taking the piss here in terms of the ratings. Max Verstappen, I'll bet you this is you, Mickey. You've probably rated this.
Yeah.
I've given
Giving him
Max,
a 15.
I've given him a 10. Now you can't go any higher than 10.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, 10 for Maxi.
Oh, mine?
Yes.
Yeah, 8 again.
8.
Yeah.
8. He wins
Yeah.
the fucking race. You give him
He
an
wins
8.
it, but he
Yeah.
qualified. He couldn't out-qualify
George,
Perez.
George gets a 5th,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
you
he
give
hit
him
the
8.
wall, so
Yeah,
it's
he's
kind
Yeah.
of expected.
George
Yeah.
did a lot more out of that car, which is arguably worse, whereas Max did not perform in qualifying and, to be honest, only got through because I don't know,
Mr.
the DRS
Saturday.
train.
Jeez, there you go. What about you,
I'm happy with a
Joshua?
9. Yep,
You're
I'm
there,
happy with a
9.
9.
And
Yep,
War?
yep,
Max Verstappen.
Yeah,
Jeddah,
Max is like 7.
7. Now, I don't know who you are, you spud, but somebody rated Max Verstappen a 1.
Someone's a Hamilton fan, clearly.
Someone's clearly a Hamilton fan, but there we go. On to
I mean,
Sergio
I'm a
Perez.
Hamilton fan, but at the same time, I don't mind.
Whoever
I don't
rated
know
Max
who.
Verstappen a 1, you are a genuine spud. Right out, Sergio Perez. We got 4 responses. I give him a 9. Unlucky.
Seconded, 9. Seconded.
Yep, 9. War
Yep,
Machine.
9. Yep.
8.
8. Yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
2 people gave him a 9. So Charles Leclerc, 9.
Again, 9. Yeah, absolutely. a 9.
Yep.
9
Superb
away.
again. Yep.
War Machine.
Who's this?
Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc.
8.
8. There we go. Fair enough. And most people gave him a 9. 2 people gave him a 10. You do realise the people who voted him 10, he finished second. But okay. Carlos Sainz. Now, the people that responded here, I reckon they've rated him a bit higher. I give him a 7. I know he got 3rd, but he was disappointing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he hasn't
he wasn't-
found his feet yet this season, has he? He seems to really be struggling to match that level of Leclerc that everybody was sort of expecting. So
He literally has a tattoo on his asshole that says "Property of Charles."
at the moment, yeah. After those 2 races.
I wouldn't put him that badly this early on.
It's the
That
truth.
was good.
Can you
Yeah.
do 0.5
I agree,
in
7.
ratings?
Huh?
Yeah,
I'll
we were
give-
doing 0.5s last week.
We were doing
Yeah.
0.5s last week, yeah.
I'll give
but
him a
Noodles
7.5.
but Noodles isn't here to actually tally up to our driver of the year. So thanks, Noodles, for not joining us, you spud. But anyway, okay, Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, sorry, War Machine. What do you rate Carlos Sainz?
According to Jeddah, I would say 8 as well.
Fair enough then.
I don't know.
Daniel Ricciardo. Fuck. Just when you think he was going to score points.
He had a miserable season, I think.
Yeah, oh mate, you just write Daniel Ricciardo off with Jetto now. I think he's and then what's his name? Horner comes out and says that they'd offered him a ridiculous amount of money to stay with Red Bull. It's just falling apart for DR. Jeez, I hope he's good.
That was the end of his career.
Yep.
It's
5.
just been going backwards since then. Yeah, 5. Yeah, with the
5
car
for me.
breakdown, yep.
5 for me.
4.
4. Jish War Machine.
5.
5. Lando Norris
pretty
finally
high
got into the
score, too.
points. Didn't expect to get that into the points. That
Yeah.
piece of shit from McLaren. I'll give him a 7.
I give him an 8, honestly,
No,
just because he qualified. Where did he qualify again?
They were both out in Q2.
Yeah, they didn't get in the Q3.
Yeah, so he
neither.
managed to make that thing work somehow. He
11,
managed to
12,
be up there.
not sure.
Yeah, because Daniel
So-
cracked it.
Yeah,
So-
Daniel literally cracked the drive shaft of his car.
That's it.
Yeah, 8. I'd give him an 8.
8,
Norris
fair
deserves
enough.
an 8.
War Machine.
Yeah, 8.
There you go. Fernando Alonso.
6.
6 for me.
8.
8. Far
Yep.
out.
Well, he drove brilliantly until the car broke.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
He got out
So-
qualified though by Ocon, so
May
And
I
then got
say
around
that-
him in the race.
May I say in
In
defence
his
that
race form, I would say 8.
yeah. Mind you, can I just say that you also said, Jishway, that Daniel was doing really well in his car until it broke down. You gave him a 5. So,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right.
Ocon, 7. Easy 7. I thought he had a good race. Ocon.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Honestly-
7 for you.
Yeah, for me,
7.
I gotta say, it's a race of what ifs for me because I personally think that car, if Ocon and Alonso didn't fight each other, that car could have fought Russell for 5th. And it's a what if race for Alpine. I'll give Ocon an 8, but I reckon if he got 5th, I would have given him actually a full 10 out of 10. But yeah.
I say the same thing about Ocon every day. What if he had talent? What if he could drive a car? Well, he can't.
He's good. He's good. He's
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah, no,
Seriously.
I'm with Pajala here.
Oh
I'm not a
my
fan.
God!
I'm not a
Seriously, who the hell signed him to a long-term contract? I'm telling you now, somebody had photos of some bloke at Renault. That's how he got a long-term contract.
fan. Literally.
Literally. Pierre Gasly, good race from him. 6.
Yep.
Probably 7
5.
for me.
Yeah.
5.
7 as well for me.
7.
Did he get into Q3? Let me double check. Where's my other phone?
Mick,
Can you check where?
You
What?
have 2 phones.
Mickey Steinberg's guaranteed
Don't
love
ask why.
child. Guaranteed love child. Yuki Tsunoda.
3. Actually,
3.
2.
2. I'll give him a 4.
I
Actually,
can't give him a point.
have an
He didn't
overtake on
do
someone?
quality all the race.
Well, actually, no,
was that
you can't
one?
rate him.
That
Can't
was
rate him,
No,
can
you
you?
can't. Yeah, exactly.
You
He
can't
didn't
rate
do
him.
any laps.
He didn't do
at all.
anything.
So
He saved
Yeah,
the
I-
engine. That's what he did. So he gets
Yeah.
a point for saving the engine.
got a
Yeah,
feel for
1
him,
point.
but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, where
Nico Sulkenberg, who hopefully let's pray that we never see that bloke again. Like, oh, God love him, but see you later. I'll
Yeah,
give him a
his time's
3.
done.
3.
I feel for
Uh,
his neck. I'll give him a 3 as well.
2.
2.
2. Yeah.
War Machine, 2 as well. Lance, Daddy's Money, Stroll.
Yeah, no 1. Bye-bye, get out.
See you later.
2. So again, another 2.
Him and Ocon can get out of Formula 1 at the same fucking time, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Stroll,
Pro
a
Latifi
2.
in that boat as well.
Absolutely. Next on the list is Latifi, 1.
1. Yeah, 1.
1.
No denying it.
Unbelievable.
It's almost hard to score him a point, to be honest. Bend it in qualifying, bend it in the race. Just terrible.
The only positive, may I say, having Latifi on the grid is my number 2 selling shirt on Sally's shirts is that Latifi.
Go.
Nice. Thanks, Latifi.
Thank you, Latifi. I love it. And the number 1 selling shirt is Toto. This is a motor race. Still, you've got no idea the amount of them that I'm selling into the US. Miami, every second person's going to walk around with that shirt, I reckon. Anyway,
Oh, I'd love to
You're
see
going to see
it.
it on the official broadcast in between practice sessions. You get to see someone with that shirt walking
that's
around.
it. Exactly. I've got to put a Sully's logo on that. So yeah, 1's for Latifi. Finally, after being excluded, that's how irrelevant he is. I've put him in, Alex Albon. And he should have stayed out of the ratings. But anyway, I'll give Albon a 3 until he decided to use Lance Stroll as a braking device.
That was actually Stroll's.
I think that was Stroll's fault.
Oh,
yeah.
it was.
He just drove across the front of him. It was pretty harsh.
I'll give Albon a 5.
A 5? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 4.
Okay, 4. War Machine, 5 for you. The man that surprises me, Juan Moneyman, and I can't
Guan Yu.
pronounce
Guan Yu, Zhou Guan Yu. Yeah, Zhou Guan Yu.
Juan, what is it? Guan Yu?
Zhou Guan Yu.
Zhou Guan Yu.
Yeah,
Guan
Zhou
Yu
Guan
got
Yu.
money. Boy,
According to the bloody goddamn commentators,
The money show.
just money Joe. I reckon they would just be easily just say 24. Just passes by. 24 makes a pass. 24 is in the points. That'll be it. I'll give him a 5, actually. He had a pretty good race. I know he missed out on the points.
6,
there we go.
yeah. I actually,
Go with 5.
if I'd have rated him in Bahrain, I actually would have given him an 8 in Bahrain, just because I think he actually had a really quiet, but really solid start. It was like what Pierre Gasly could do with his car last year and the year before, you know. Not
There's
always,
always going to be
like-
that little bit of bitterness as well, because we know it should be Piastri. So there's always going to be that little bit of Aussie bias. there,
Nah,
sort of.
for
me
I
personally,
don't feel
anyway.
it personally.
For me.
I feel like
He'll
Gasly
jump.
will have a better shot in a better car. The Alpha will continue to have its technical issues. The Alpine will probably blow up engines every 3 races, but the Alpine will probably be quicker in the long run than the Alpha.
True.
So,
And at least the Alpine can run on champagne. Valtteri Bottas. Until he broke down, I would give him a 7.
Yeah, I'd give him a 6, honestly.
Are we still
someone told me
talking
that
about
six.
Jeddah?
Yeah, we're still talking
Yeah,
about Jeddah.
up to the last driver, I believe.
Second last.
Second last, right? Who am I forgetting?
Well, we've
Jesus.
got Haas. Haas to go.
Oh, wow, my team. Okay.
Woohoo!
Yes, good
Yeah.
effort.
I'm keen to rate this one.
Yeah, exactly. So on to our man, the guy that should deserve to win the World Championship, Kevin Magnussen. 7 for me.
9.
8. 8, yeah.
I really love that man.
Yeah,
8,
mate.
8 as well. And then finally, Mickey Schumacher. Disappointing.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
3.
Mate,
He didn't even qualify either, so...
well, mate, he
That's
didn't
a
even
scary
race.
shot.
And the reason he didn't race because they were worried that if he crashed the car, they wouldn't have enough spares for Melbourne.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah, I
a good
heard
sign
about
of
that.
faith in your driver if you're already saying that in Melbourne.
I mean,
No, that's not good faith in your actual team if you don't have enough spares.
literally. And, like, I mean, fair play to him. I mean, he hasn't got a great record at Jeddah. He bended last year in the race, and that was a big shining quality, so... Yeah, I mean...
Okay, let's get
He's
on
really
to...
got to step it up, honestly. He's got to step it up. Mick Schumi.
It does.
Yeah.
Exactly. So on to the next part. That's our driver ratings. Let's take a look at the greatest Grand Prix on the planet, bar none, the Australian Grand Prix. This weekend, we're going away for 2 weeks, and there's a reason for that, because we're going to be on the alcohol for the full 2 weeks, I reckon. So that's why we're not going to be through, but it's going to be
I mean,
on.
there's Easter and
There's
the
Easter as well.
Australian.
Yes, all in the middle of it. So we've got a couple of weeks off, which is good news.
How good.
Oh, it's going to be great. So, predictions for Australia. Jishway, give me a prediction.
I'm really, really excited to see the new track layout, to be honest. I think it's going to make for great racing.
I've seen the track layout. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna find it. Hang on.
I'm going to give Max a shout. I think he'll come home strong here and redeem a few points from what happened to Bahrain. So, yeah.
True.
Yeah, hopefully Danny Rick gets in the points. That'll be my,
Yep.
Yeah.
my roughie.
I was going to
What
say... Sorry, yeah?
No, yeah, what about yourself? Yeah, go
Oh
on.
yeah, no, I was gonna say I reckon Danny Rick. I don't think he'll get points, but I reckon he'll have a decent race. He'll still he'll finish just on the fringes, like 11th or 12th, and there'll be some promising. They'll show some promise for McLaren. Because I don't know if they've got development coming in, if they've got any parts coming in, but I think Max won't win, but he'll be on the podium, and I think he'll be another Ferrari win. And I say Ferrari because Sainz might start catching up slowly.
It'd be good to see him come good.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And what about you, or Machine?
Yeah, I could see Leclerc winning. I don't.
There you go. Cool. So, on the viewer responses, one person said 14 finishes. Another person said Carlos, which I mean, you think Carlos is going to win. Another one said Leclerc. But the prediction for Australia, hands down the winner, a stripper named Scott Garrison will be found on track, and you will not be getting and you'll not be getting a ride home with me until that happens, mate. It is. That is the response of the season. I don't care.
I love it.
So my predictions for the Australian Grand Prix are as follows. I've got two. One, what was my first prediction? I can't bloody remember it. It was funny when I thought of it in my head, but it's not so funny now because I can't remember it. No, first prediction. Daniel Ricciardo will get into turn one with his front wing on. If you remember back to last time.
Oh,
he
yeah.
did it in the
2019.
grass.
He went mowing
2019, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
went
went
straight
mowing the lawns.
went mowing the lawns and broken wings. So he'll get to turn one with his front wing on. And my second prediction is that a Red Bull 1-2. I'm predicting it.
Ooh.
I am predicting a Red Bull 1-2 in Australia. God, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a good race. 4 DRS zones. I believe that's been...
Four?
Yes.
Yeah, because
So-
of the new layout.
Yeah.
That's why.
So if you take a
I'm
look
not-
at the... They've applied for it. I don't know whether it's been granted. So you've got the main straight into turn one, and then you've got the turn 2 to turn 3, which is an additional
Yeah,
DRS
let's
zone.
see.
Then you've got turn 3, then you've got turn 4, which used to be the Daniel Ricciardo, into turn 5, then turn 6, which is now a sweeper, and 9 and 10 is gone, so it's just a major straight. That is DRS zone number 3. They've applied for
Okay.
it. Then you go through the chicane, which in the game we all fucking hit and get smacked out and end up in St Kilda. That then's the 4th DRS zone. So there you go. So that's what they're talking about, having that actual main straight, the 3rd DRS. So it'll be 4 DRS, which, if memory serves me correctly, will be the only track on the thing that'll actually have 4 DRSs. I'm pretty right on
I
that.
personally,
Yeah.
I think you're correct there, but I personally feel that if they need to have 4 DRS zones, that doesn't give me too much confidence that the racing will be all that good. I mean, as we saw with Abu Dhabi, the season finale last year, the changes that track had were nice, and I bet you that when the game launches for 2022, that'll be a lot of fun to race on. But the 2021 race, they weren't all that interesting. It's like you can't polish a turd. I don't
Very
rate
true.
Abu Dhabi, and I don't really rate Australian circuits either. The atmosphere, I gotta say, the atmosphere in Australia is incredible. I loved going there when the last race was on. That was
It'll be a
amazing.
sellout. Saturday and Sunday's a sellout. Are you saying that we should race the Formula Ones in Tasmania, Mickey? For
Simmons
atmosphere?
Plains.
Simmons Plains.
Simmons Plains.
They'll
There
be
you go.
doing sub 40s.
Well, they'll
Yeah.
be doing about 100 laps. They'll be doing 100.
Yeah, exactly. But
Tell you what, if they could, you'd love to see them at Bathurst, wouldn't you? Oh,
oh,
if they
I don't
could,
want-
but apparently,
I don't
there's-
want-
the track's
yeah.
not safe enough.
no.
But,
So
yeah.
it's not this. It's not F1 FIA Grade 1, but the problem that you've got is the
Cars
dipper.
flying over the dipper.
The
yeah,
dipper.
cars flying over.
The dipper.
Yeah.
They would have
Yeah,
to
I've
just
heard that
change
was
it.
a major problem.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's actually, if you YouTube it, Jenson Button actually did some unofficial laps in a
Yeah.
McLaren around that, and you take a look at the ride height. Like
Yeah,
just
they-
for-
yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
ride
yeah,
height
right.
and the suspension levels are significantly different. Yeah.
Because I
Absolutely.
have seen the lap, but I've never taken eye on the ride height. I'll have to,
yeah,
have to
just
watch
take
that
a
one
look at
back.
it because
Oh,
but the dipper would kill it. The dipper would kill it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be nice, but look, let's be honest, it's I think personally the best track in Australia, bar none. I think we all agree to that, and I just hope that they-
debatably the world. It's an incredible track.
It is. There are some very, very good tracks, but that's definitely one up there. Anyway, that's it, boys. We are going to wrap up the podcast. We're not going to be back next week because, let's be honest, Mickey, you and I will be on the beers at the Australian Grand Prix and thoroughly enjoying ourselves as Daniel Ricciardo, for whatever reason, stuffs it up again. Hopefully not, but anyway, I just hope he has a good performance. And signing out from you, boys. Thanks, Mick, for joining me. I really
No
appreciate
worries,
your
mate.
time, mate.
Yeah,
Thank
pleasure
you,
to be
Jish.
here.
Thank you,
Yep.
Jish, for joining in.
Cheers, anytime.
War Machine, thanks for joining in as well, mate. Even though we didn't invite you, but thanks for jumping on, mate. Appreciate it. It was nice to have you, mate. All the best again for the rest of the season, guys. Enjoy the next 2-week break. Until we meet again, it's lights out and bye for now.